Valley really decided to be small this time around. Give me just a moment to fix that. As well as the Twitch lurk bait thing. Let's see. Stardew. That's as close as I can get it. Just enjoying my day, my off day of streaming. Nice, Loop One. Hi, TJ. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh no. Come on, game. Please play audio just so I can check and make sure you're working. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. Snackies, where's mine? I don't have snacks. I'm doing alright. Thank you for asking. How's everyone in chat doing so far? Gosh, it's taking a minute to load. There we go. Let's do this. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, I need to. Oh wow, it is so loud in my headset. Oh my gosh. Ah, there. Jeez. Like, it's probably not loud for y'all watching on stream, but for my headset, it was definitely a bit loud. Doing good, just got off the phone with my girlfriend and saw you were live. Oh, nice. I hope your conversation was good. Ooh, looks like a Pokemon appeared. Also, the fish command is still active, just so y'all know. It just took me a minute to get it to work. It was. That's good to hear. Or I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Had just like a lot going on at work, and unfortunately stuff I can't finish until I can't finish until I do more. Which annoys me because I want to get things done, and it sucks when they're just like sitting in the incomplete folder. There's that. Oh my gosh. Just let me water plants, Stardew. I saw a dog yesterday, a very small dachshund. It was cute. It was really cute, actually. Oh, nice. Good job, TJ, on the fish catching. Hi, buddy. There's my doggo. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have so many fish I need to sell. Well, you know what? At least it's open to be sold. Oh, and I should check on my animals too. I got quite a bit of fish or hay, at least until I get a silo. That way I can still feed like the chickens and stuff. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to set this up, but it's fine. Grab that egg. Can't pick that one up, I guess, because inventory's full. Are they like different? Oh, they're different classes of eggs, I guess. Alright, cool. Plop to that in. So pretty much what I'm focusing on is like expanding the house or getting like new buildings for it, because I feel like that's part of it that I neglected, and also it'd be a lot better for me if I didn't do that. So we're doing that now. We're dealing with it, obviously, which is nice. So the fish thing is louder than like me speaking. It's louder than me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, it did not actually do any of the minus decibels I did. Thank you. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting eggs. Egg. Hooray, time to go see Pierre. Well, it should be better now. Oh gosh, did I go too far? No, I didn't. Okay, I'll just go this way. A pike frenzy? Like the fish? Like I could catch a bunch of pikes? Do I even need a pike though? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with these eggs aside from sell it. Is the fishing better now? Oh wait, I can't actually forage right now because I have things that I need to sell. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. What the heck? What is going on with my keys? Why is it like this? Why? It keeps making me go up. I can't go anywhere but like, see, it keeps doing that and I don't know why. Hang on. I guess I'll just have to... What do I do? Why is there scuff? Oh my gosh. Like, why is this happening? My up key isn't, like, stuck. So, I should be good. Okay, let's see. Is it still... Okay, cool. Now I'm no longer just walking up, at least. Okay, do you need a pike? Delicious melon. Am I in the right... Yeah, I'm in the right store. Okay. I don't want to give him that. I just... Tomatoes. The egg. More eggs. Hooray! And a bunch of fish. So much fish to sell. See, is there anything in these trash cans, though? Dang, usually the saloon has, like, actual food. I've just been kind of mooching off of that, honestly. Hello, you. Alex. As Alex is right there. You don't need to ask what he's doing. You can just go over there and ask him. A little puzzled? I shouldn't be puzzled. I'm fine. Okay. Bream, chub, pike, chub, bream, carp, bullhead, rainbow trout, and a bullhead. Alright, let's go to my inventory. Right, there we go. While my chatter fishes, I'm also going to be doing the same thing just because I want to see if I can finally get the thing needed of, like, it's one of the, like, there's a fish I need. Hang on. Vault boiler, fish tank, night fish, lake fish. I need a largemouth bass that I've been trying to get. Oh my gosh, it's been heck in a handbasket trying to get that. It is not working, and I don't know why it's not working. Like, that sucks that it's not really doing the thing I need it to. There's the old man. It's been rather warm where I am. Maybe you need different bait. That's the thing, though. I've been upgrading my bait, and I'm still not getting it. Like, I've done all of the different types of baits, and there is, like, nothing here. And I'm like, really? Why? Why are you like this? Also, man, like, someone forgot to change a light bulb because it's having a time. And I don't think it wants to party right now. A gummy worm, nice. When I get stuff for custom items for that, I plan on actually doing custom items for it. Which I think will be cool. I've not been able to go outside a lot. It is very, very hot here. More so than spring usually is in my region. Because in case you guys didn't know, hooray, today's the first day of spring. Okay. Okay, I got a hit. It's not really doing a lot, though. It's just kind of staying where it is for the most part. Oh, and I see bubbles over there, so... Hooray, I got a chub, but bigger this time, I guess. Not exactly what I needed, but you know what, I'll take it. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Oh gosh, that definitely... Oh, you're moving a bit more. You are moving a bit more. What are you? Hooray, I finally got a largemouth bass. Well, I got it, finally. As well as a river jelly, I guess. How many pieces? I'll just use these other 2 pieces of bait in the rod, honestly. There's unfortunately not a whole lot of ways that I am aware of to make money. Algae, which I hear is good for crafting. Why did I hear a rubber duck noise? Was that what you got from the thing? I worked at the clinic yesterday. We didn't have a single patient. I mean, that's kind of a good thing. That's why I heard the rubber ducky, because you caught it. More green algae. Yes, I know. I've used my last piece of bait. Hooray, a hit. That was funny. Oh, you mean the rubber ducky? Okay, what are you? Another chub. Plus, the fishing actually does help me make quite a bit of money because I want to, like, upgrade my house and whatnot for the game. And another chub. I hate the bug noise in this game, though. Like, I will say that drives me nuts, is the bug noise. Carp. What happens when you redeem the fish thing? Usually it just lets you fish, but with more chance of, like, getting rare fish and stuff. Like, rare, epic, legendary. Alright, another largemouth bass. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when you redeem it, you don't have to type the command in chat, usually. Another hit. I'm surprised at how long this bubble has stayed a thing. Uncommon that time, at least, so not rare or anything, but hey. Better than nothing. Once again, still surprised at how long these bubbles have lasted. Also, you're moving. You're a bit more active than a lot of the other fish. Another largemouth bass. Yeah, better than nothing. Oh. There goes the bubbles, because I took the piece of green algae. Alright, time to put this in the community center and then get my reward for more fishing. Okay, hooray! We're back to music in the game, at least. Worth 2 gold, and it was only 0.22 kilograms. I have no idea what a CB long neck is. Guess I'll see what it is when I redo the when I watch the VOD. Okay, lake fish, largemouth. There we go. It's my reward. A dressed spinner. Fishing tackle. Neat, but something I can't use quite yet. Wow, you are getting a lot of gold in that game. Alright, Pierre's is closed at this point. Once again, back to the freaking bugs. I hate the bug noise. It's ugh. Like, ugh is the best way I have to describe it, actually. Like, hearing the birds chatter and stuff, or chirp and whatnot. That's fine with me. Okay, there's a sweet pea. It's the noise of the bugs that gets me. It's quite annoying. I think there was something to the north of the farm I could check out too. Oh, and I have the fruit bats as well. So I can see if they left any fruit behind. OMG, I love hermit crabs. When I was younger, me and my dad used to collect them and keep them as pets. Oh, nice. How big did they get? Did they have like any special needs or anything like that? Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting out of there, y'all. Let's see. Is there anything to the north of us actually? Okay, there should be because I see this path. Okay, stairs. Also, this glow ring is definitely helpful at night. Okay, a spice berry. Oh, and it goes to Robin's little area. Okay. Oh, and Linus's, because Linus like just lives in the tent over there. Oops. Now where I live, they don't really get that big. It just costs a lot to get food for. What do hermit crabs even eat? Now that I think about it, because I don't know. I don't really live near the ocean, so I don't have any clue what they actually would eat. Alright. Yep. Oh, wow. Robin just gave me a bigger bed magically overnight. The annual Trout Derby? Wait, there's a Trout Derby? Long story short, I need a fresh melon from the farm. That's fine. Trout Derby? I didn't even see that. Ooh, a wind pod. Nice. Well, what's your favorite Pokemon? I have a couple, but most of mine are just like basic answers. So, tomato, pepper. Like mine are like Umbreon, Riolu, Eevee, Rowlet's line. Yes, they are very basic answers, and no, I am not ashamed of that. Okay, let's see what is going on. Crop research. Needs a fresh melon. Yes, I see that. Pam and Starcy made her short to the bottom. Jody's request. More peppers. I wish they had a little bit more variation in when, like, things would be ready. Also, because this is a Trout Derby, I'm gonna put the fruit in the chest. One of the chests, at least. Okay, let's do that. Put these here. No one caught it. I have a couple, but mainly in different types of groups. Like, I have some favorite starters. Okay, what are your favorite starters? And then, if you don't mind me asking. My main favorite starters would actually be the not the Wimp, the in spite of it being on two legs, like the Sprigatito line, as well as the oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. The Rowlet. Yep, the Rowlet line. And then Eevee's also technically a starter with Let's Go Eevee, so that one too. Let's put that in there. Do you have to go potty, or are you just laying down? Okay. Let's hope I'm not too late for the Trout Derby. Also, what's with the music? It sounds like I'm supposed to be in a desert, but like, the valley is definitely not a desert. Like, there's palm trees and stuff, but it is not a desert. Just forgot. Remember that you were meaning to do something, but you forgot what. Okay. Is the Trout Derby, like, actually at the beach? No, but I do get a shell, I guess. And a clam. Charmander, Froggy. Oh gosh, I forgot the frog's name. I do remember like the last one's name were Ninja. Piplup. Oh yeah, Piplup's also a good one. Litten, Rowlet, and the bunny from Score Bunny is the bunny from Generation 8. Um, I wish Gen 8 starters had dual types. Because it feels kind of boring to have them not have the dual types. Um, for the. Oh gosh. For the Rowlet line, do you like the regular version or the Hisuian version better? Come on, fish. That's a pike. What even is trout? I think it's a river fish. Algae. Let's try this over here. Because if I'm remembering correctly, trout should be a river fish. That's slowing down. Oh, I think that's walking or whatever. Not actually running. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. What's the request? Local pipe population. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the one I caught would count. Okay, local pike. For once, I need the calendar, and you're not giving me the calendar. Trout derby. Oh, 2 days are trout derby. Okay. Let's try over here. My lady, I am hopefully not in your way. Thank you for walking around me. Come on. Something bite. Dang it. Just was a little too late. They gave us Gen 9. I love Pokemon. But since they replaced Ash and Pikachu, it isn't the same anymore. I would agree there, but the games came first. So while I love Ash and Pikachu as they are for anime characters, I still like the adventures player characters would get to have through the games. I will agree that Pokemon the anime without Ash does feel very odd. And another thing, I do wish Gen 8's anime actually focused on the region it was for more. Because the anime, there was journeys, and they had, Ash and Go, the secondary protagonist in that generation, going around to the different regions, which is fine. But, they barely had anything to do with, Galar, which is the main region for Generation 8. It feels like Generation got messed up in its own anime. One of the main characters for Generation 8 didn't show up until 114 episodes into the season, I think, which is bad. Also, they never resolved what went on with Generation 8's antagonist. That person just, evaded the cops or something. Or, the helicopter crashed, they're on the run. Great, where actually are they? Where are the people? Where are the villains in that? I relate to Go so personally I would have fine if they did a bit more with Go with Generation 9 and whatnot. Just having them possibly do more with for their research thing, they could have been students at Uva or Naranja, whichever, school they went with for their research and whatnot, and had them explore Paldea that way. Which I did like the aesthetics of Generation 9 at least, and I did like the songs Toby Fox composed for Scarlet and Violet. Those were really cool. Like, I actually really enjoyed those. The Pokemon anime is what I grew up with. I still love the game, though. Oh, the games, though. So I'm trying to read while I'm fishing. Maybe not the best idea. What is your favorite generation? In terms of storyline, the one that resonated most with me was Generation 9 so far. But I do also, so like, my tier list for me, like, story wise, would be like Gen 9, Gen 5, and then Generation 8. I feel like they should have fleshed out 8's story more, because it had like a very good basis. There was a lot of undertones, things that were definitely wrong that were going on. Um, so I enjoyed that, but I still would have liked, you know. Oh wait, I need to actually go to Demetrius. But yeah, so I really did enjoy quite a bit of that whole thing. Just, you know. Um, it was a lot that was going on, but they didn't really actually do a lot with story wise. And it's interesting. It's not bad per se. Oh, nice. You got a yellow tang. Cool, cool. Yeah, like, I also grew up with the Pokemon anime, so I get it. Also, I was going to Robin's, yep. Um, like, even in the early days. The reason Go resonated so much with me is because I grew up being very similar to Go, just the kind of weird kid that nobody really seemed to understand or like, per se. So finding my worth in Pokemon made, or like, he found his worth in Pokemon, so that made sense there. And then, like, with Generation 5, I mostly connected with N just because of that whole othering thing again. Generation 8 was definitely. I definitely connected more with Leon. Because Leon has this very public persona he puts on, as well as the fact that he has a very large saber complex, something that I'm guilty of myself. Like, I looked at Leon and went, oh, he's kind of like me. Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. Um, Generation 9, I wouldn't say that I really resonated with most of the actual, like, NPC characters like Penny or Neona or Nemona, yeah, or Arvin, except maybe a little bit with Kieran. But that was mostly with like having an older sibling that would embarrass you all the time. Not really much else there except for maybe his reactions to some things. Um, I actually resonated with the player character most, but that kind of makes sense. They're a blank slate. You're supposed to project a bit onto them. I'd also wished in Generation 9 they did more with Gita seeming to be very. How do I put this? Very sinister in a sense. Because of the fact that she constantly calls like the champions, the jewels of Paldea and all of that fun stuff, and even admits she doesn't hold back in a battle. Um, so I kind of wish they would have leaned into that more. Same with Briar's whole supposedly like mad scientist vibes, because they didn't really do much with that. She kind of seemed to snap out of her stupor with it very easily. I love Pokemon Sun and Moon and X and Y series, especially the Sun and Moon, because that's what got me into the games and cards. Sun and Moon, that was a very good game, I will say. I did not like the story changes they did with Ultra Sun and Moon because I liked Luzamine being the main villain. Though the ideas of the other things is really cool. X and Y, also very cool. I like the dichotomy of life and death there. What was your favorite parts of it? Come on, fish. Oh my gosh. Ah! Come on, you. Get off. No. Let me fish you. Another pike. Hooray. Poor Willie's just going to have me selling a bunch of pikes to him at this point. I've not caught a single trout for this dang tournament. That sucks. And it's supposed to be found in the river, too. Nothing's biting, and that kind of feels weird. There we go. Finally got something. But while you're responding, if you are, with Y, I did go with Y. For some reason, it was the Ultra Beast, where X and Y, how much stuff it brought, like Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution was really cool. That's one of my favorite gimmicks. Sun and Moon, I also did like the Ultra Beast and how they were a metaphor for like invasive species in Hawaii. Like that was actually really cool. That was a nice way to do it and still have it be kid friendly. X and Y did not think their setting would necessarily befit the whole life and death dichotomy, but they did it really well, at least in terms of story. I don't have Legend ZA yet, but when I get it, I'm very excited to play it. Also, X and Y definitely seem to have taken the show and the anime and just generally the media itself onto very darker paths. Not where I meant to fish. Though the Pokemon manga I feel is like the darkest Pokemon media there is, not gonna lie. The Adventures, like the Adventures manga series, yeah. Um, while Pokemon does have a vast array of Pokemon and the creatures and whatnot, I wish it kind of also you had more human character development as well. Just seeing that would have been nice. There are quite a few humans who do have complicated relationships, but a lot of times it's not really delved deeply into. I'll say it like that. Like you get bits and pieces of what it was like for them, but you don't actually fully get it. Wait, no. I want to go inside. There we go. Jeez. Hi, puppy. Oh, I can put stuff in here. Nice. So I can just shove all of these in here then. Confirm next. Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Like, I really enjoyed that. It was more like the setting of France. Like, I was like, of all places to do that dichotomy, France. Why France? Cork Bobber, Treasure Hunter. Now I don't want to go to bed yet, game. What is wrong with you? I did like Black and White's whole yin yang thing. Sun and Moon, I felt was very fitting for the area. Scarlet Violet was colors, but I think they also went well together, honestly. Just with the very mechanical thing with Turo and the more passionate Sada. And I do like the more, like, great choices, I'll say that. Because it's like, there's not anything necessarily right or wrong inherently with the choice. You have to decide whether it is for you. They had the whole Evolution series, like the mini-series on YouTube. That was awesome. I feel like that showcased more of the consequences and impacts certain things actually had on the Pokemon world. And I like that in that they actually told Luzamine as she was originally. Also, give me just a moment. I have to let the dog out. I do have to keep eyes on the dog, I'll at least talk. But yeah, so it's very interesting how Pokemon does a lot of their stuff. I do like their little media shorts they put on YouTube, like some of the trailers they did. One of them was like this horror Resident Evil style one. The Evolution series, which had the different legendaries. I think it's called Evolutions at least. There was also the Twilight Rings for Galar, and I feel they did that just because Journeys didn't actually incorporate Galar. Like, the anime proper didn't really do that. Horizons, definitely an interesting and new take, especially with them not having Ash. Some of the things I don't like is that they did certain things that felt like cop-outs. Also, oh, give me just a moment. So I was saying they were doing certain things that definitely felt like cop-outs. Also, like, they definitely went a darker turn with Journeys with some of the things that happened in there. Alright, I'm gonna check on the dog again just to make sure, even though I still have eyes on her, I want to check and make sure at least. Hi, baby. You coming in? Okay. Hi. Thank you. Like, so Horizon's whole antagonist things, they feel definitely way more developed and more sinister than like Team Rocket could ever be. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the truth to me. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much to sell. But it's meant. Team Rocket feels like it should have been very, like goofy villainous for the kids show. Obviously, like there's Jesse James and the Meowth. Um, while this game, while with Horizon, it feels like they were trying to actually gear it more towards like, oh gosh, this one's full too. Yeah, I do actually have something with me. I pulled out a cup because I figured that would happen. Um, with Horizons, it definitely feels like they're trying to go more of like the Pokemon manga route, where things are definitely darker and more of the things that people are like, well, this could possibly happen in the Pokemon show, and they're making it actually happen. Also, thank you for the hydrate. There we go, I hydrated this time. A train? Okay. Egg, egg, egg. Which one's the rooster, I wonder? Because there has to be a rooster for them to lay eggs, right? Like, I'm not stupid for thinking that, am I? Oh. Um. Okay, guess you're going in the fridge, hey? I do like that the house will actually come with some chests. No, I'm not. What? Oh. Wait, I forgot what question I asked. Never mind. Okay. Sorry. That might have sounded rude. But yeah, so Pokemon, it's a very complex setting. So obviously they can't necessarily do a bunch with it. I just wish they did more with it. Local rainbow trout. Hooray, finally. Oh, I need to also get to Demetrius, wherever he is, real quick. Thank you, dog. She huffed at me. She's a sassy one. Um, Also, the fact that it was explained that like human can have some Pokemon powers, like the aura, which the Riolu and Lucario have. Yeah, humans can have that too. But the whole rules with that is never really fully explained. Genetically modified Super Pike. Okay, great. Ooh, gold, nice. Always happy with a bit of money. Let's see what other upgrades to the house I can get. Upgrade house. It'll add a nursery. 65,000 gold and 100 pieces of hardwood. Same here. It was one of the first like games I played. Not the first anime I watched though. The first anime I watched was surprisingly not a one for kids, but we were in that era of animation and like dubbing anime where like anything animated was seen for kids. The first anime I watched was actually about it was like a case of the week murder mystery. And it was about a high school boy who got drugged and turned into a child, and he's trying to find the organization who that did it so he can go back to being his regular self. It is surprisingly popular in Japan to the point where its movies have beat out Marvel movies though. And it's been going for like almost 30 years at this point, I think. Which is wild because it's a spin-off of another series about a phantom thief who is searching for a magic gem. Well, with the pike, with the trout, I should be able to get that now that the rainbow trout population is going very out of hand, supposedly. At least according to Demetrius. I get money out of it and I get stuff to sell, so I'm fine. And possibly winning a derby, a competition. I want to win, dang it. Another pike. My first... Okay. Give me a sec to catch this fish. But it was like your first anime you watched was, I think, Digimon or something? Or did I think I just completely misread that because I was trying to read it really fast. Come on, come on. I almost got you. I almost got you. Okay. Oh, Fairy Tail. Not a lot of people know of it, though. I do remember Fairy Tail. I didn't watch it a lot. But the Found Family was very nice, and I did like the whole dragon magic thing. But then again, I've always been a fan of dragons. Don't need the stick. When I was young, they also had like, it was in the era of dubbing where they didn't necessarily really care because they thought all the anime was for kids. And it was also during the time where like all of the Japanese names got changed to very Americanized names. I guess it was so the audience could relate better. So like the detective anime I watched, the main character's Japanese name was Shinichi, but they named him Jimmy in the American version, or like the other detective's name was Kogoro in the Japanese after one of the books written by Conan, or not Conan, Rampo Edagawa, who wrote books like inspired by the Sherlock Holmes series, and then they named him Richard for the American one. I remember like watching like some of the anime that got remade or like ones that are still continuing, and then rewatching the ones I used to watch as a kid, and I'm like, wow, I used to think that the old animation was top tier. I am surprised I thought that. But also I was like 5 years old and all I cared was like girls with superpowers saving the world or whatever. Because I did also watch quite a few magical girl shows. Well, not lie, those were fun, and like it felt pretty self-indulgent too. I'm gonna go to the other side and see if those bubbles are still gonna be there. But because of that, I also watched a bunch of different shows too that were like obviously inspired by anime, like Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah, when I was young, my time frame, anime was just a kids thing, and like you would make cool OCs and like be self-indulgent, which I kind of miss because nowadays it's like, how can you make your OC realistic? It's like sometimes I just want to be OP, the strongest being in the universe, and have fun. I'm not going to be doing much else but writing about the character. Algae. Okay. There we go. And some of the anime was actually for kids, like Pokemon, or I would say even to an extent things like Naruto. I would say Naruto would be more of like a meant to be like a shonen, so a masculine anime. Some anime are not though, and they tackle heavier themes. Okay, another sunfish. I'm doing fine on inventory space at least. Bank? Oh, is that to show like how much gold you have or something? Oh, Pokebank. Okay. Alright. Like. Anyway, though, yeah, lots of anime I remember watching as a kid. Tokyo Mew Mew called Mew Mew Power when it was first dubbed in the United States. Ooh, I got a golden tag. Where's the Trout Derby booth? Yeah, I remember, like, watching Naruto, the first Fruits Basket, but I like the redone version a lot more. The Tokyo Mew Mew, the Ojamajo Doremi, it was called Magical Doremi, here in the United States. We also had Case Closed, which was actually Detective Conan. And I would get so sad because at the time the merch wasn't widely available in the United States. And it would be sold from Japan, but because it'd be going through Japan, people would sell it for like really high prices. And like a 10-year-old does not have the money to buy a toy wand for 300 bucks. Gotcha. Another pike. Hooray. Still doing pretty good on inventory, but I'm gonna be having quite a bit of gold. I should also probably get way more gold because I need 65,000 gold just to get the house upgraded, and it says it'll have a nursery. Robin, what about the bathroom? Like, do houses just not come with that anymore? Like, I'm pretty sure the farmer needs to shower. There was also Dragon Ball, so like the big three: Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto, which most people would have watched. One Piece was going on for a while too. Sailor Moon was a big one. One of the magical girl animes I really enjoyed, though, was Madoka Magica, because it kind of inverted a lot of tropes on their head, and I liked that darker, almost edgier theme. Like, I was emo as a teenager. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, I was a chill kid. No, I was emo. Very emo. Like, if I could dye my hair, I would. I did dye it different colors at one point. Like, at one point it was green, I remember that. So where's the Trout Derby booth? I didn't see the booth. Did I miss it? Wait a second. What? Lost book, Neridium breastplate? Clothes? Okay, guess I'm wearing something that's purple. I mean, I love purple, so it's fine. But, like, what do you mean I just have essentially armor on now? Because it's made out of a metal. Like, did I just put that in the fridge, essentially, for right now, or what? Me too, bud. There's, like, nobody here. Why can I still go in if there's nobody here? Like, Pierre, that's a quick way to get stolen from, my dude. Well, I guess tomorrow I'm just gonna work on selling all the stuff I got. Man, my stuff is not very organized, but I kind of want to, like, get all of my house upgraded first and then work on organizing it, because then I feel like I'd have more room. Even though it's probably going to take a while. I don't want stuff from this one, actually. This one has some of the fish, rainbow trout, pike, shirt, the tag, the algae, the Joja Cola. I love how that gets thrown out. Chub, largemouth, the sunfish. Time to go and grab the chub carp. Good boy. Let's see, what is the weather going to be like? Weather report. Storm, thunder and lightning, the queen of sauce. Maki roll. So sushi, fortune teller, are in good humor today. Nice. That's probably how I got the trout. There we go, there's the ambiance. Thank you. Oh great, inventory's full again. Let's put these in. Also, I am checking my posture, thank you. Okay, these can't be gotten yet. None of these, it's blueberries. Cool, it is literally just blueberries. Okay. Did I put blueberries? You know what, I'll just, there we go. Alright, time to go to the dudes. To the Fisher dudes, I think his name's like William or something like that. I'm also gonna need that 100 pieces of hardwood. Gosh, if it only stormed in real life, that would have been great. Okay, go down here. And I'll probably have way too much time. I do. That's fine, that's fine. Oof, that was a bit loud, though. That little bit of lightning. Oh, right. Inventory full, so I can't really do much of anything right now. When do you open, my dudeth? 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. Looks like a decent weather for fishing. Do you consider this decent weather for fishing, my dude? Like, what is up with that? Also, man, I hate when there's projects I can get started, but, like, I'm missing information or something else happens, and suddenly, like, I can't finish them, and it's annoying me because it's just sitting there, like, incompleted, and I'm just like, y'all. I know I don't have anything to donate to the museum. Can I read this? Tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten crop growth. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new sapling clear, or else it may not grow properly. Crops will die as soon as seasons end, unless they grow in multiple seasons, such as corn. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with the scythe. There's a book missing here. Wait, are all of these just like book missing here? Is the War with the Gotaro Empire necessary? A unique perspective by P.W. Kranzhauser. Calico Desert Flora and Fauna. It's ragged but still cute. There's a book missing here. Another book missing. Another one missing. And another one missing. So it looks like I only found like a singular book so far. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to this dude and start selling my junk. I feel like the fish at least will be a decent size. Or they'll at least allow me to get like a decent amount of things. Also, I wish the iridium armor actually came with some bonuses, because when it said iridium, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll finally have stuff that like actually lets me be protected. No, it's not actually armor, it's decorative. It's a cosmetic. Chub, shell, bream, largemouth, rainbow, chub, and a pike, and I made about like 3,000 from that. So not terrible, but it's only like, a 21st of what I need? No, a 22nd of what I need. So I guess I better get selling. Okay, trout soup. Oh yeah, I also need to craft something. Let's see, your crafting preserves, bait maker, iron bar, coral, and sea urchin. Worm bin. produces bait on a regular basis. The worms are self-sufficient, so I'm going to need fiber, iron bar, gold bar, and hardwood. I mean, I think I at least have the iron. I think I have everything but the gold bar. I might actually have the gold bar. Okay, clam. Let's see if there's any coral or sea urchins, though. Because if I get enough of, like, one fish, then I'll just make the bait for the rest. Okay, there's a sea urchin, so I'll put that, like, in the chest. Same with the piece of coral, but I think I need multiple. How many do I need? Okay, so I just need one sea urchin, but I need 3 coral to make that. And then I'm gonna also have to, like, organize stuff and make it actually look pretty once I get what I feel is enough stuff, at least. Like, make actual paths so things don't grow and whatnot. You know, more than the usual. Though I also kind of sort of need to save that hardwood too, just for the house upgrades, now that I'm thinking about it. This is a nice way to relieve stress after a long day, though. Like, it's actually really nice, and I'm happy about it. Let's see here. Coral, sea urchin. Okay, since I'm going that way, I'll just take some plants to sell too. Blueberry, corn, squash, sweet pea. And then I'll take these, sell them, and then come back in, grab the rest of my stuff, like the other fish and whatnot. Oh wait, I think there's some plants in there actually that I need to grab real quick. Oh, and I also need to feed the chickens too. Let's see here. There's the eggs. Let me grab the hay real quick. I'm thinking with how much I got of the different things, you know, I should pretty much not have another full inventory, but we'll see. I'm hoping I don't, at least. I'm hoping I don't have to make like 3 trips. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, more eggs. Egg, and egg. So 7 eggs I can sell. Plus having the animals means I'll probably get more in terms of like money and stuff. Also, why is it red? Like my door and whatnot. Alright, let's see here. Blueberry, hot pepper. Okay, so now looks like I will have to do another trip, but that's fine, at least. It's not like super late, I don't think, and I think Pierre closes like an hour earlier than Will does, so it's best to sell this too. Alright, time to sell. I'm gonna reap, huh? Hi Pierre, I got stuff for you. Can you? Hot pepper, blueberry, summer squash, egg, spiceberry, sweet pea, tomato, summer squash, blueberry, corn, hot pepper. A bit less than from the fish, like 2,500. But this isn't all of the fish, nor is it all of the plants yet, so we'll see how it works. Also, the fishing helps for days that I don't have any plants to grab or anything like that. I'm going to be... Oh, I also want to check what the weather will be tomorrow in game. Okay, let's see here.